evening, ladies and gents. I am Gordon Jones, the anti-critic, and I can assure you that Alex Jahans is not going to be appearing on this channel for a while. I threatened to break my bones one by one, and since he would have to break them as well, since he's the actor playing me, he kind of relented to letting me having more of my show. So today I wanted to talk to you about I suppose my philosophy. Because the thing is that I am an atheist. I know for a fact that there is no God. I know that miracles don't happen. But I am a writer, and I am keenly aware of moments in time that could be recorded in history. It's like when a ball bitten things thrown into the air, and there's just an apex where it hangs motionless between the momentum that it was provided with and the air pressure and drag and gravity. A moment where it hangs motionless and you know that it's going to come crashing down, and it stands equidistant between the rise and the fall, and this sounds mad, but you know, I've met my author. This isn't so mad in comparison, actually, but I can feel those moments. I can sense when the ball is at its apex. I can sense when my life, when in a key moment in time when I stand between two parts of my life. And it happens a lot because a man's life is made up of lots of key decisions, lots of moments when I first decided to go by Gordon Jones, when I first decided to build a Dalek, when I came to Wolverhampton because the Liberal Dems reneged on their promise to lower tuition fees. It's all these little moments when your life hangs in the balance before zigzagging in a different direction. And I love that feeling. I do. I kind of get off on it. I mean, not in a sexual way, but I am a writer, and so I love that sensation, that moment of this is important, this is historic, this is something that will be remembered. This isn't just going down to the shops to get some pork scratchings. This is something big. Okay, small in the grand scheme of things of my life and in the grand scheme of things of other people and the world and universe and whatever. But I can just sense that moment. I can sense that moment of motionless serenity and equilibrium before it all comes crashing down and diverts into a different course. And the thing is that I love seeing those moments, even in fiction. That's why I love fanfics, because fanfics are based on creating feelings and emotions, or at least if they're good ones. You have the videos that are about the heroes going to their deaths, and it's tragic and somber and depressing, but also kind of remembering some of the joy that is being lost, and it's you can just feel hurtling down into a new moment, a new perspective, and then there's the ones that are all happy and joy, and it's all about celebrating the upswing, which is again heading to the moment of equilibrium, heading for a fall. Hell, you can see that in Doctor Who. Series 5 is the Doctor being, oh yeah, you aren't I brilliant? And Series 6 is him heading for his death. And then even there's the badass videos. Videos by like capturing depth, the ones that use radioactive, where it's like, yeah, the time is now. Things have gotten bad. It is time to rise up. It's time to do something. Time to be counted. Time to stand up. Time to head towards a new moment of equilibrium. And even the gloriously emo things where it's like set to Imagine Dragons as demons, which I will admit I have spent a lot of time sort of singing along to, and like sort of watching teary-eyed going, I totally understand where you're coming from, man, because like I have troubles with anger because of school. Yeah, good on you, man. The beast inside. But it's again, it's one emotion, one feeling, one moment where everything is rising to a crescendo, upon which things will change. When things come to a head, come to a climax, and it's gonna change. And the thing is, as a writer, and we're taught to to not peak too soon. That's what she said, unfortunately for me. But it's that thing of, as a writer, the climax is something that you are supposed to work towards. You have to keep the roller coaster going until finally, BAM! It's finished. But the fact is that life is full of tiny little climaxes that build and build and build and build and build until you die. Because that's the ultimate climax. That's the ultimate heart-stopping moment of serenity when you go into that good night. And every moment beforehand, being born, speaking your first words, going to school, leaving school, recovering from the psychological problems you gained in school, going to college, going to university, getting a job, getting married, having children, getting cats, I don't know, getting a house, all these things, all these moments are little tiny climaxes along the road to the big one that we're always counting down to and none of us wants to think about. And I suppose maybe that's why I'm so morbid. Well, I mean, I suppose it kind of helps that, I've actually sodding killed myself because of this damn thing. But the thing is that this isn't just me being a melodramatic kind of, oh, all lives are important because of tiny little things and stuff. I mean, these are moments when an alternative universe is clearly created, because that's the whole shtick in quantum mechanics, That's the whole shtick behind parallel worlds, that where you take one path, where you take the left path, yourself in another universe takes the right path. Well, this is going on all the time for photons and subatomic nuclei and all these little things, electrons and different subatomic elements are always constantly in flux, and always every single path is exposited into a different universe. And but that doesn't really matter, because if you went to a universe where your atoms were rejigged, you wouldn't really notice. I mean, so what if like one proton that was in your thigh is now in your eye? It's a subatomic element. It doesn't matter so long as the actual molecular chains are the same. It doesn't matter about the exact order of the subatomic elements, even though those are what the multiverse splits off into. So what matters are the little climaxes, are the little moments when we say, okay, like, what if I had never decided to build a Dalek? What if I had decided to build a Cylon? Or what if I had decided that what I really wanted to do was to build my own DRD or Scutter? Or even things like, what if I had decided to call myself a different name other than Gordon Jones? What if I had decided to call myself James or Jeremy or Jemima? It's all these little climaxes, all these little moments that define our lives. And they are special because without them, we wouldn't be who we are today. And that is going on all the time in multiple universes. And it kind of fascinates me in a bizarre way. Yeah, it's just something bizarre and airy to think about. It's not something that matters. It's not something concrete, logical, or rational. And I do not want to get into the depths of talking about string theory and quantum mechanics, because I'm sure I've misinterpreted or used things wrongly, but just that's an idea. That's how I feel. That's my idea of why that moment of equilibrium is so important. Because that moment decides whether the same thing happens or something different. Whether it falls to the ground. Whether it all comes crashing down around you. Or whether you catch it. You catch it and your life continues on and you have a great time. I have been Gordon Jones, and you have been very welcome. And I really need to start buttoning up my jacket more.